Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to show you how to properly protect your vinyls and put on vinyl sleeve. That was a lot. I don't know why. That's actually very little. Mentally, I'm over it. But like this, there's a plastic cover and a plastic sleeve behind it. When people collect vinyls, they are expensive, like very expensive.
It's expensive.
So my goal is to keep them in top condition as long as possible, even after I die, so I can pass it off to my whoever takes them. Maybe goes to a garage sale, who knows. But I'm gonna show you how to do this. First, let's talk about the difference between inner and outer sleeves. Inner sleeves are sleeves that go around the vinyl itself, like around the record, not on the outside at all. And they usually come in two kind of shapes. So they can either come in these square ones. I'll take the record out so you can kind of see it. The square ones. I use Invest in Vinyl personally, but any brand should do. I know there's some that could have chemical reactions to it. Just make sure that it doesn't. I use Invest in Vinyl because I emailed the company to see what their sleeves are made of, and I'll put it right here. And that's usually a safe one, but if you are going to purchase a different brand, I recommend just making sure that it doesn't chemically react to any things, because vinyl grooves are very sensitive to like chemical reactions. I am no chemist.
It's science.
So I cannot tell you, but I know Invest in Vinyl is safe, and I'm not endorsed by them or sponsored by them. I just use them because A, it was the first thing that popped on Amazon, and B, I emailed the company themselves. I didn't email any other company, but I did email Invest in Vinyl. As you see, like the logos right here. So these are the square ones, and I usually don't like these, honestly, because the corners kind of get bent when you put it back. That's why I like the second one, which is the rounded ones. As you can see, the bottom is rounded, so it fits a 12-inch vinyl perfectly. And these work great for both 1 LPs and 2 LPs. LPs are long plays, which means they're usually just 12 inches. Like how many records are in the, so it says 2 LP, there's 2 records. So they could be used interchangeably. Now let's talk about the outer sleeve. This is a single outer sleeve, as you can see. Take it out. It's just a little thick layer of plastic, and I put the hype sticker right on the plastic so it doesn't actually touch the record itself, because I don't want to leave any sticker residue on the actual record because that could damage it. So that's why it's very good to put on the outer sleeve, because you still have the coolness of the hype sticker, but it's not directly touching the vinyl itself. And there are 2 types of them, and I'll show you the other one. She can go there. So there's another one, and it's a gatefold one. As you can see, it's much longer, and I'll show you what these are used for once we get done with the singles. I am personally going to do wrap a folklore vinyl, so you can just see like the step by step. It's pretty simple. So first, you want to remove the inner sleeves. You want to take your inner sleeves, which one you prefer, the squares or the round ones. Round ones are great for 2 LPs because they will seem to bend at the corners. But if you prefer the square ones, completely understandable. And I know some have a white film in the back, so they're not completely transparent. I don't really like those because I like seeing the back cover. You take the 2 inner sleeves out from the jacket, the vinyl jacket. And then you were to take a record out just like this. Make sure you try not to touch the groove, so try to pinch as close to the edge as possible without touching the groove. Or you can hold it like this, kind of like a waiter, thumb on the center and then fingers on the edges. Just don't touch the grooves. If you touch the groove once in a while, it's okay, but over time, if you keep developing that habit, it could potentially damage your records and get grease and grime into the grooves and make the sound quality a little worse and maybe even make it skip. So then you would just place it back in here. You have 1, and then get the second one. If you have 1 LP, then skip the step in here. So you have 2 records, and you can touch the grooves as much as you want since there's a protective outer sleeve around it. So oils and natural dust that accumulate on your fingertips won't actually get to the record itself. And then you will put the outer sleeves back into the jacket. Take the jacket with the vinyl paper sleeves, you want to put it. And there are many ways to do this. I just kind of put it back in. I start the corner and then I kind of make sure the other corner lines up like this. Then I kind of put it upside down and just slide it in. That should easily go. Now I take the back of the record with the protective sleeve on it that I just put on and put the actual vinyl record in the back right here. And the reason why I like putting in the back, you put them anywhere. You can actually put them back in the vinyl jacket if you want. But I like put it like this because it's easy grabbing. Because if you put it in the vinyl jacket, you have to keep taking this out and then keep going back and forth. It's very easy access when you just put it behind the jacket. So if you want to play it, just have to take it like this, take it out. And I find these easier to take out than the vinyl instead of like the paper ones, because the paper ones, they have some grip to them. And also the vinyl sleeves, I forgot to mention, they help with static, so try to get anti-static ones. And this is how you do it. I know some people actually put it, if it's a gatefold, and where it's supposed to open, like right here. So they put it inside of it. Personally, I don't like that because, I don't know, I just don't like it.
I don't like it.
Because when I take out a vinyl, I kind of want to easily see which pressing I have. As you see, I'm a pressing fool. Like, I like different variants, so I kind of like to showcase the colors I have in the back of the record, so that's why I don't do it, but that's something you can also do. And over time, I've noticed one thing, and I don't know how to prevent this quite yet, but if you store vertically, which you should store them vertically, kind of like a bookshelf, store vertically, the bottom would start like scratching off, but which is fine because it's not actually scratching the jacket itself, just scratching the plastic. But that's something to look out for, and it could possibly create holes, and then you probably have to replace the jacket. But that's pretty much it. Honestly, it's not a big deal. These jackets are pretty affordable. I say about like 50 cents a jacket. So especially with the $40, $25 to $40 record, sparing 50 cents wouldn't hurt anybody. And it's not 50 cents. You gotta buy like a unit of 25 or 50. But if you divide it, it should be around 50 cents per jacket. Let's talk about these long ones. This is pretty new to the market, I'd say, because I recently discovered this. And
that is brand new information.
It's getting really, not really popular, but it's getting more popular on social media pages. And honestly, I don't really like them, to be honest, because they're very flimsy and I feel like they're hard to use. And I'll show you that in 1 second. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Now we got the 2 LPs fully sleeved up with the inner sleeves. Let's work on this gatefold outer sleeve. So these are meant to be used with vinyls that open up, so you can see the inside art. You'll see why this is kind of difficult. So it needs to be laid on somewhat of a flat surface. I'm doing it on top of my turntable because first there's an opening right here and an opening right here, right in the center of it. You can either start from the end or you can start from the center. I like to start from here, just trying to get it through. I think it's much more labor intensive to do this than a single one. And then you kind of want to slide it outwards like this. And then you want to slide the other side back in. So this is where I go in the other side right here, and I kind of grab it from that side. I think that's like the easiest way to do it. But once you have it in, it shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't is the main thing. I don't really use these, so I don't really know the proper technique to use them. This is just, there we go. So now that I got it in the other side, we can just slide the whole thing in like this. Make sure it's centered because the opening helps it close. Like this, and then you have a vinyl that can open and close. As you can see, we have the sleeve in, and I don't really like it because it feels very flimsy. As you can see like there's a lot of like space, and also the inside can easily just like, if you tilt it this way, can like fall out. And I don't really like that because sometimes I can be a little reckless with my records. So maybe that's a user error. Preference wise, I don't like using them. It's cool that I can open up, like it's cool that I can see the art anytime without having to take it out of its inner sleeve, but it's just, It feels flimsy and it's very, I feel like it's very puffy. And you can just put the record right here. I can just like right here. Put the record in the back. This is actually kind of dangerous because sometimes I can hold it, I'll hold it like this and the records can like fall out like that. That's how kind of flimsy it is. I know some people take, so the inside right here, how I mentioned there's a little opening in the center. They put their vinyl like right there. One on this side. And they put the other on the other side. Like this. That does work, but as I mentioned before, I like showing off my records, so that is a no-go for me personally.
Not for me, mate.
But personal preference, I much prefer the single ones, the one that doesn't open up, and it feels much more sturdy. It feels protected. This feels very flimsy. It feels like it can fall out at any time. So I do recommend these single ones that just kind of, they don't open up, but they really do keep your vinyl secure. And it's just, I think they're much better for protecting, and it's just an easier way to do it. That's how to properly protect your records. And if you have any comments, leave it below. And you have any video recommendation, leave it below. I'll be happy to accommodate. But thank you so much for watching. You don't know how much I appreciate it. And please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you like this kind of content. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.